Lovely day today. What up, everybody? This is Chef. Welcome to New Zealand Red Rum Podcast. We're going to do something a bit different today. Instead of true crime, I'm going to talk about some Maori history and some Maori stories. And I hope you really like it. So check this out. It's a lovely day. Sun's coming in. It's not bad. Lake Town. Over here, this is where all the fishing boats come in. Sometimes they get wrecked trying to cross the bar because, well, it's dangerous. No, not all the time, but occasionally it happens. It's a pretty dangerous job. Wouldn't catch me on one of them boats. Anyway, I probably wouldn't last a day. Check this out. See these two beautiful mountain ranges? Well, in Maori history, those are two big tuataras. And they come and they meet at the mouth of the Grey River. At the Grey River. Now, I'm not sure exactly what the legend is, whether the two tuataras are friends or whether they fight each other when they meet at the mouth of the Grey River. I don't know. They could be lovers, I have no idea. But they are two tuataras, which I think is just truly wonderful. By the way, anyone not from New Zealand, a tuatara is like it's like a big lizard. I mean, it's not as big as a Komodo dragon or something, but you know, if it bit your finger, you wouldn't like it. Anyway, check this out. By this one here, out the front, where his little head is, that's where the original settlement of Greymouth was, but it's a Maori settlement. It's called Mawhera. And the reason why it's up there and not down here in the centre of town or by the beach is because around here used to flood. The Grey River would flood and would flood the town of Greymouth. So the Maoris built their original settlement further up the river. The Maoris I'm talking about are Tainui tribe. They come from Waikato, which is in the North Island. They had some kind of problem with the other Maori tribe that was here. I'm not sure what they were called, but they went to war. Tainui won the war. And under Maori tradition, if they can take another tribe's land and hold it for 3 generations, it's theirs. That's Maori law. So that's why Tainui Street is called Tainui Street, because Tainui owns this town. They are the local tribe here. Their chief is called Wereta Tainui. He actually signed the Treaty of Waitangi, and yeah, he's buried over by that tuatara over here at the front. I won't go right up and show you his resting place. It seems kind of rude, but it's around there somewhere. Anyway, more Maori stories, more Maori history. Yeah, well, that was a long time ago. Tainui's still here. There's other Maoris here. Yeah, and there's a lot of history that's hard to find. It just doesn't really get told, I guess, or it didn't get taught to me when I was at school. That's why I wanted to start doing this stuff, so I can learn more about the history of the country where I'm from. It's cool here in Greymouth. It's not bad. See over here in the valley? Up there's a town called Mawhera, which is by Lake Brunner, on the shores of Lake Brunner. It's a pretty affluent place, especially for the west coast. People over there seem to have quite a bit of money. They have jet boats, 4-wheel drives, towing jet boats. You see that kind of stuff around. But there's a lot of old history up there as well. The Maori tribe here, Tainui, they had a lot of wars up there, not just around Moana, but in the Grey Valley as well. A lot of utu, that means blood for blood. They were at war with the Canterbury Maoris, mostly. And sometimes the Canterbury Maoris came over here and they killed a lot of Tainui people. I mean, it was a war, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's what happened up in Moana. Lake Moana is actually a really big lake, and in the middle of the lake is a very small island. And it was on that island that some Tainui tribe met a really nasty fate. See, what happened was the Canterbury Maoris, they killed a bunch of them up in Moana, but they took a couple of them out to that island, broke their legs and left them there so they couldn't swim away. Then they came over to the west coast. I'm not sure exactly what their mission was when they were here. It could have been more war stuff. No idea. They could have been greenstone trading or anything, who knows. But point is, on their way back, they grabbed those people on the island and they ate them. Times back then were pretty different, pretty hardcore, and a lot of Maori from Tainui tribe, here the Mawhera branch of Tainui tribe, they won't go swimming up in Lake Moana or up in the Grey Valley around there. That's all tapu. Yeah, New Zealand's had a long history of cannibalism. Pākehā used to call it long pork. Long pork, I guess, hopefully so people still think it's pork, and long because I imagine the muscles and stuff that you take from at least legs and arms, well, they'd look a lot longer than pork would, wouldn't it? I'm not sure why it's called long pork, but it is. And frankly, a lot of people back then, well, you know, survival trumps wants. I mean, hey, we all want to go to McDonald's and get a McFlurry, but hey, at the end of the day, sometimes you just got to eat whatever's around to survive. Anyway, that's what happened up in Lake Moana. There's plenty of cool old history here, but I don't really know very much of it at all. It'd be good to get an actual Maori on this show to teach it, but yeah. See how it goes. Check it out. Down over here, you can't actually see it because there's cloud, but Mount Cook's down there, and in Māori that's called Oraki. Oraki means skybreaker. See, because it's so tall, it comes up through the clouds. It's the biggest mountain in New Zealand, Oraki. Then the Pākehā came here and called it Mount Cook. I mean, come on. Oraki sounds way better. But hey, you know, it was all a long time ago. Such as history. This video was not intended to disrespect Maori culture, Pākehā culture, or anyone's culture. I'm just telling you guys a couple of stories that were taught to me by a Maori fella I used to know. Kia ora.